while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down, 185. Shoot that down. Blue dead.
On first down, Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because Whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, check right. Watch it,
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Silver. Showing it. 15. Mike 54.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Card out a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, yeah, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, Jacobs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
93.
To throw his car. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Carr to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Get him. Get him. Get him. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 25. 15. 25 to Mike.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. It's complete to Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watch quick. Watch the camera. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G. Here I come.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? 694. That's it.
Here's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike 51. Good luck. Cut. Hey, exit. 51. You gonna see me in your night. Put that down. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Undercrush.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Room here to run. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mike, here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, we're good. You ready? Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
You got tape. You got tape.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check tight. Check tight.
Throwing now is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Down. 185. Hey, here we go. Raider 9.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Down. You 188. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Chiefs 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jacobs now. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Looking to throw. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Alpha. 25 to Mike. We've got 25
to throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with him. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
We've got 25 to Mike. Watch the run.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Card out a throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come off the ball hard.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Down. You want it, 54 Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Now. 152. 180. 180. We're good.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Monday, down. 280. 54. There's a party now.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down, Jackson. At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Go, go, go. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
he's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
To throw his car. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Carr. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Carr going to throw here. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We got 25 the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Buzz. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Hey, Tank. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And Robinson with a big catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Get him. You got him. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. I'm here all day. Alert flare. Hey, Ripple is. Chance. Slam. Check. Hey, Sunday.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. You don't know no better. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Watkins, the intended receiver. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. When it comes to...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.